fought them in the air, on land, and under the waves. But it wasn't enough. Brave folk banded together, united in hope and allied in goal. But it wasn't enough. The black tide brought with it an evil of terrible power. Darkness sank into the hearts of us all. For we knew, as above in the skies we lost, so on land we'd lose. And our only hope was below. But it wasn't enough. Forces unknown to us were at work. And in those dark days it found purchase wherever it touched. For our best wasn't enough. And yet, a single light burns in the dark night. And it might be enough.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Ghosts of Saltmarsh.
Hi.
We are all present and accounted for, full crew. I hope you're ready to set sail once again on the Azure Sea.
Yar!
Yar!
Yeah, it's good to be back. We did have that brief vacation, I suppose you could call it. Some of us were vacationing, some of us were working. Some of us were sleeping in airports. So, yes, but we're back now. And so all is good. So I've got with me the beautiful, the lovely, the stunning, the absolutely gorgeous, the most romantically dreamy Mark. Kaora, you're all the way over from the UK.
Yes.
Well, since you were reacting to it, everyone else was just sitting there going, well, he's not talking about me.
I thought you might be talking about Janet or Myri or Jenny,
Michael.
but no, talk about me.
Absolutely. How are you doing, Kaora?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm great, thank you. I'm absolutely wonderful. So yeah, all good, all ready. Is Flick, good to go.
Yeah, he's good to go. Let's get on with it. I think it's going to be a good couple of games.
Let's just get on with it, he says. All right, I like that. Janet, how are you doing? How is the UK treating you? You're back there now after being briefly in the
Yeah,
US.
I'm back. I think it's just stopped raining because, it's summer and I'm in Britain. So that's what happens, which is nice. So I'm raring to go. I can't wait to find out what happens next. We have an eating competition coming. I'm so curious about what's going to happen with that, with Jaggsy and the giant Gedra. So yeah, I'm going to be sitting on the sidelines like this.
Yes, absolutely. Myri, how's Germany?
Sunny, actually. Although I'm missing the long days out of Norway and Sweden, it's dark outside. And what's up with that? Why can't we have midnight sun? I loved it. But yeah, I'm a little bit concerned about this eating contest, actually. So let's hope that Jaggsy can eat our way out of this. And also, I'm wondering what happens if I cast a flaming sphere underwater. Which is going to be an interesting science experiment today.
Oh dear. Jaggsy, are you ready to eat?
Oh yeah, I am. I'll admit, Jaggsy is so keen. Like Jaggsy's just ready to tear her into this game. I feel like this is my element. In the water, eating as much as I can to try and defeat the bad guy. Nothing better could happen. As a player, I feel like Michael feels as though Jaggsy is biting off more than he can chew, given that how much I've actually spent. Yes, I got that. Given how bad I've been rolling for the whole series, I'm like, the one thing I'm good at, I'm probably going to fail at. But I'm going to give it my damn best.
Lovely. 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 Okay, and then Captain Salt. Captain Salt, you're not at home, actually. Where are you?
I'm not, actually. I'm currently in a place called Visby, which is on an island off the east coast of Sweden, where they have a yearly medieval fair week. It's a full 8 days of just amazing, just a million things going on. And so much fun. And I've bought an amazing hat.
Yes.
And many other amazing things. And I've had lectures and courses and concerts, and it's been crazy. But now I'm here. I've set up everything in a tiny room, and I'm good to go.
Awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Now we've got some words from our sponsors, and I've just realised that the wrong clue is in the chat there.
Oh, no.
So I'm going to update this very quickly and very sneakily, so hopefully nobody notices. I probably should have
You've
kept
not
that as
told anyone, so
internal
they'll-
dialogue.
Well, we can always go over the sponsors while Guy does that. So
There
for
we
those-
go.
Yes,
It's
our
done.
sponsors, of which some just won an Annie.
Yes, that's true. We are now sponsored by the Annie Award-winning for Best Digital Accessory, World Anvil, an amazing program, fantastic people in charge of it. Very passionate, very awesome. It's just she's
Also have
blushing. Her
cookies.
face is matching her hair.
Yes,
Oh, do you have
absolutely.
it? You
It's
have it
actually
coming up?
it's remarkable because we've got World Anvil who are sponsoring us, and they are gold Any winners. Then we also have Dungeon Fog who's sponsoring us, and they're silver Any winners in the same category. Dungeon Fog will be providing all the maps that we see in the show, so that's going to be absolutely awesome. And then, of course, Fantasy Grounds is our tabletop of choice, and they have been providing us with all the amazing roles and character bits and bobs and note-taking and allowing us to interface ship stuff. So there's their logo, Fantasy Grounds. And there's the next clue. If you don't know what I'm talking about, Mama Saduk's treasure is up for grabs. It's an amazing amalgam of such cool stuff. You get the D&D starter box. It's not a starter box. It is everything you need. It's the PHB, it's the DMG, it's the Monsters Manual, it's a Dungeon Master screen. You get a special copy of Ghosts of Saltmarsh that will be, it's all nice and shiny, and there's a whole bunch of other stuff. There's access codes from World Anvil and from Dungeon Fog and from Fantasy Grounds. There's even some cool stuff in there from Nodarchy friends of ours, and some other bits and pieces too. So if you don't know what Mama Saduk's treasure hunt is all about, head on over to www.greatgamemaster.com, and hopefully links will be shared in the chat as soon as OBS Goblin gets back. I think he can share that with us. So yes, if you haven't been following, have a follow, and if you're not sure how to do Mama Saduk's treasure, head on over to the Great GM channel, where there's a video on how you can unlock the secrets of where that treasure is buried. But enough of that. Allow us to now journey back. Cast your minds back into the ocean waves. Let the water of the sea gently lap around you as the cold embrace of the dark waters takes us down, down, down into the pit of Golga, where this massive, can I say massive again? Massive creature is looming down upon our players. I will share with you just how massive this creature is. Oh, missed. Damn it. I moved it over. Big reveal moment, and it was lost. So there we go. That's how massive this creature is. Let me zoom in on it. No, don't rotate the shark. Keep the shark where it is. It's a big fish.
Don't rotate the shark.
It's rotating on its own. I have no control.
Sorry.
Stop rotating it. Don't touch Sharky. Don't touch it.
Spinning
My
out
shark.
of control!
It is spinning out of control.
Do a barrel roll.
All right. So, yes. The shark, its mouth wide, filled with teeth the size of broadswords, glares down at you. Are you ready to begin? He says with a mouth full of teeth.
About as ready as I'm ever gonna be.
His entire head slowly looks over towards you,
Who are you going to eat? The little blue one? Or the fishy-tailed one? Or the big blue one?
Are you calling me big?
Are you calling me fishy?
80-foot head rotates around and down, and it's difficult for a hammerhead shark to really give you a piercing stare. But he glares at you. There's a definite glare. Yeah, one-eyed glare as he tries to look at you.
Bigger than the little one?
Oh, yeah, that's surely, but I thought you actually made a compliment.
Oh.
All right. Well, as he says this, realizing what is at stake here, Jaggsy looks around and ponders to himself, sizing up each of his crewmates. He looks particularly long at Flick, just staring, at his tiny kobold frame, and imagining the crunching of almost like chicken wings that he has been thriving for many months since Flick has come aboard. He looks at the shark and he says, "All right, I've decided."
Yes?
Jaggerjaw smiles with his huge grin of teeth. "How about I start with you?"
Ooh.
And I'm gonna fly straight into his mouth. Oh, swim.
Captain
I was
Salt,
gonna
you are on
cast-
deck.
Yes. Uh-huh.
There is a cry from the crow's nest.
I can see something in the water, Captain.
What?
Oh, no.
I can see something in the water, Captain.
What is he saying?
One-eyed Till looks over at you.
I think he's saying he can see something in the water, Captain.
Well, obviously there's only water around here. Where?
This little hand points out to port, out towards the darkest parts of the Azure Ocean.
I go look in that direction.
It looks as if there are maybe 15, 20 very oddly shaped things approaching the ship at great speed. It's odd because they're clearly underneath the water, but they're creating this white, boiling surface of wave disruption, probably about a mile out. You probably need you'd need a spyglass to see anything better.
Yes. Do we have a spyglass?
Yes, you do on the ship, yeah.
Yes. Get me the spyglass.
Oh! Morley rushes off. A few seconds later, he comes scampering up.
Here's the spyglass, Captain.
Thank you. And then I take the spyglass and I have a look.
We could not use that.
I know.
It's gorgeous. You have a look out over the sea, and about a mile away, roughly 5,000 feet, give or take, you can see that it appears to be. It looks like white dolphins are just underneath the surface of the water, speeding towards your ship.
All right.
At the same time, you hear.
There's something in the water, Captain.
Translate, please.
He said that there's something on the starboard side of the ship there, Captain.
I go over to the starboard side and I look.
Here's your spyglass, Captain.
Says Morley.
Thank you.
You don't need it this time. The
Right,
entire
fine.
horizon is black and dark as a large storm seems to have been building towards the landward side. But it is the large wave that is also about a mile away and approaching the ship that has your biggest concern. And then this particularly colossal grey tentacle explodes out of that wave and pulls itself forward.
Oh.
Jaggsy, give me an attack, please, as you sail into this creature's mouth.
All right. So to clarify on the attack, a little bit more than charging at the creature with my head, It is Jaggsy's intention, upon flying into the gaping maws of death, to try and anchor something with his anchor so that he doesn't simply swash down its gullet. So I'm going to use my anchor to make this attack, if that's all right.
All right. So you're actually trying to just lodge the anchor in amongst his teeth, I suppose.
Either the teeth or just sort of towards the back of the throat, just kind of find a nice juicy bit of flesh to snag onto.
All right, absolutely. Give me an attack, if you please.
Do I drop it on the model?
No, don't drop it on the model. Just drop it into the chat.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh! 24! Absolutely.
Nice.
With grace and skill, as you are powering forward, you just casually chuck out the anchor. It lodges beautifully and firmly into the bed of teeth, just into the actual gum itself, so not around a tooth, but into the actual fleshy part of the gum. There is a satisfactory burst of red blood as it bites deeply, and you continuing down its throat, though.
I mean, I guess I could start eating from here.
You're just gonna bite the inside of his cheek?
Yeah. I'm just gonna start find bits of flesh and start tearing at it.
Interesting. Great, Scott. Great fantasy grounds. Give us an initiative. We're going to roll initiative here, and first up is Indigo.
Oh no! I have to decide how to deal with this madness.
Yes.
She tries to get after Jaggerjaw, and somehow to just reach him and touch him while preparing a spell with a look of mesmerized panic. She's not able to believe what's actually happening, but she, on more like on autopilot, she tries to do anything to save him from the doom that he's obviously chosen.
So just to be clear, you're going to sail into the mouth.
Yes.
All right, you sail into the mouth of the creature. You're going to try and touch Jaggerjaw. What are you? Is it an attack or is it simply a blessing?
No, I just want to try and touch him so I can cast Barkskin on him. Every little helps.
Yay!
You are inside its mouth. And
yes.
You cast Barkskin on Jaggerjaw. Jaggy, do you resist?
I do not.
All right.
And then you've got a sea elf clinging onto you and whispering, I think this was a bad idea.
As your skin hardens.
Yep.
What's Pinky doing?
Just watching in amazement, I think. Yeah. Just generally just... By the way, that's exactly what Flick's doing as well.
Lahuna?
It's just two side by side.
Lahuna sort of staring at the whole thing and mutters under her breath, "Holy crap!" And as she does this, she inadvertently casts a Shield of Faith on Jaggsy, which gives him an extra +2.
This is your prayer.
This is my prayer. Yes.
Holy crap! And then
Holy crap!
at least the word "holy's" in there.
What can I say? At least he's got my back.
Awesome sort of poop god.
There you go, Jaggerjaw.
Okay, so as a bonus action, Jaggerjaw is going to allocate this creature with the Slayer's Prey ability. This is a bonus action that allows me to gain an extra 1d6 points of damage on the first attack I make against this target. It lasts pretty much until I take a short or long rest. And yeah, I'm gonna... so I'm on the back row of its teeth, am I? Okay, so there's no more teeth on the rear end of me.
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna find its a juicy bit of its tongue and take a large bite if I can.
They don't have tongues, but you can bite into its cheek for sure. Make your attack.
Yep. Don't they have tongues? Oh.
No, roll it in chat. Roll in the chat box, yeah.
Chat box? Chat
Sharks
box?
they don't have the ability to lick.
They don't. Do I have
That's why
advantage?
They don't make good puppies. So with an 11, you gnash into the side of its cheek, but it's like chewing rubber. You can't puncture through the thick skin, and as you're busy gnawing on it, your eye looks over into amongst the teeth, and you can see this very dead skeleton sort of drifting ever so slowly in the currents. Seems to be mocking you as you try and chew into this thing, but that's as effective as you get, I'm afraid. Flick. So that was Kaora and Flick responding then.
Yeah. In the brief moments while everyone else has been having their turns, is this massive shark thing, is it reacting in any way? Is it surprised?
Seem to be. It's definitely surprised. It's definitely surprised, and the head is. There was a moment where it was sort of looking around as all of this stuff is happening in its mouth, and there's some flaring of magic, and there's all this kind of stuff. But the jaws you see are starting to twitch.
Right, did I get the impression that this contest was just between the giant shark and Jaggsy, or can I join in? Is this going to be like a...
The impression you got was that this is a psychopathic old person who has spent way too much time on their own and is possibly just going to eat everything and anything anyway.
Right, okay. So as a bonus action, I'm going to tie my rope onto my harpoon gun, my crossbow, which is also a harpoon gun.
Yes.
And I'm going to aim at, or close to, the creature's eye.
You're going to aim at the creature's eye. Okay. All right. It is a big enough target. Sure. You can make an attack.
Okay.
Its eyeball must be the size of you, honestly.
Is. Apparently that was disconcerting, because as you were about to fire, the eye was looking at you. You'd think it winked.
Oh!
That's exactly what happened. There you go. What are your orders, Captain Salt?
Raise the sails. We need to get out of here. Just get us
going to be
away
abandoning
from the pit.
What? What? We're leaving the pit?
We're getting away from it for now, because if that thing comes down to the pit through us, there isn't going to be much ship left to pick up the others when they get back up us there.
That's a very good point, Captain, says Morley, running back to the wheel and starting to spin it wildly already. The rest of the crew start to scamper around as they start to climb the rigging to release the mainsails. The jib is already being spun around so that the sails can start to catch on that. The ship starts to move ever so slowly forward as the sails start to billow up. And what are we doing about them then? He says, pointing to the white bolts of energy or whatever it is that's sailing through the water coming towards the ship.
Well, as soon as we get moving, we'll know if they're heading for the pit or us.
And
But
if
now
it's
I'm
us-
hoping it. Well, we're just gonna have to rip them to pieces, aren't we?
Oh, get on the ballista now, he says as he rushes off towards the ballista so that he can prepare to rip them apart. Are you doing anything else, Captain Salt, as your ship is starting to move?
I'm gonna sort of turn and look at everyone and gonna raise my voice and go, is there anyone here that doubts that we're going back for those people? Is there anyone here who thinks I'm about to abandon them?
There's a lot of thinking going on.
No, not much thinking.
A lad raises his hand.
I walk up to him.
I'm sorry, Captain, but I don't understand the question.
No, that's all right. You can go help out with the rigging over there. Will you, a lad? All right, that's
Yeah.
good. Go.
Captain,
Anyone else?
he turns and scuttles off. Everyone else just disappears. They don't. No questions. No.
Victor is terrifyingly worried right now.
Indeed.
Very, very worried person.
down below, Flick and Lahuna, you watch as this mega shark just goes and closes its mouth. Indigo and Jaggsy, you are plunged into absolute darkness. And then it starts to swallow. And there is a suction current that starts to build up. Jaggsy, I need you to give me a strength saving throw, please. You do have advantage because of your anchor.
Okay.
Please roll well.
Please.
Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
A 4 and a 5. So that anchor of yours is great. It's lodged firmly in the gums. Unfortunately, you are not tied to it and have let go of it as you are sucked down the gullet of this giant shark.
Do I still have inspiration?
Yes, of course you do.
Can I re-roll
Use it
that?
to re-roll? Sure, I'll give it to you.
Yay! Don't die,
every
Jack.
day.
That was better.
16
16?
is better. It is better. It is better. That's not exactly how it works. You don't get to roll twice, but it's fine. We'll take it. You are holding on to this anchor. You start to slip. You get down to just one finger lip through the hoop at the back of the anchor, and you hold on with all of your might. Indigo, I need you to give me a strength check too, because you're holding on to Jaggsy. You don't have advantage because you were already holding on.
So, okay. Strength check. Come here, strength. No, not much of that. Ooh.
Oh, that was lucky. It was almost a 2.
Nice.
Yes.
Yes, you hold on, and as the water sloshes around you as this beast just starts to inhale. Looking behind you, you can see its massive gills opening up like magnificent crests and crescents of red, and the water just being evacuated out, leaving you guys hanging onto this anchor for a brief moment before suddenly all of the water is completely evacuated and you are left hanging now by your anchor on the inner jaw of this particular shark. From without, Lahuna and Flick, you see this mouth stop and then this ejection of water from the shark's gills, and then it starts to smile as it looks at the two of you. Indigo, in total darkness, what are you doing?
I am right now thinking about what kind of creature I might turn into that has a little more legs than Indigo does.
It's number of legs really the issue here.
and the ability to really get stuck either in the throat or in the gills of the giant shark. So this is probably going to come down to a nature roll or something, Guy. I don't know
indeed.
what creature I might know.
What are you trying to do? You want to get stuck in its gills?
Yes.
All
So
right.
if I'm getting ripped away from my lovely huge shark man, I just want to make myself a terrible nuisance.
Right. Yes, well, the mouth is now fairly dry, as a matter of fact, because it's pushed all of the water out and it's swallowed whatever was part of what it thought was you. You give me a nature check, and
Yes.
we'll determine the outcome of that.
Yes, sir. Nature. There you are. Yeah. I have no idea what kind of.
Yeah, you know, they never covered what to do when inside a shark's mouth.
No.
It was usually avoiding getting to the point where any part of you was in there, but you don't recall any of the lessons ever being when inside physically at shark. So unfortunately, yeah, you can see the gills, you can see every now and again, you suspect that this thing is going to open its mouth and more water is going to come pouring in any second. That much you do know. You also know that sharks use the water to wash over their gills, so when those gills open, it could be an exit. But that's as far as you know.
I don't think I'm going to get Jaggsy to let go, but I could try. So Indigo is pulling herself up towards where his tiny shark ears are and says,
Climbing up him. Like
yes, basically.
Yes,
I-
get it there.
I know you are ever hungry, but I don't think you will win this one.
Well, it's either that or she's gonna eat everyone else.
That is actually a good argument. We
I mean,
might
at
have
the
made a
very least, if
mistake.
they eat anyone, I can grab him on the way.
No, let us just try and get away then.
From this thing? I don't know about you, but I've had way too many sandwiches to outrun something this size.
Indigo sighs and tries to get some ideas for next round, what to turn into or what to do. Obviously,
Alright.
she can't talk him out of this idea.
Pinky?
Flicky's looking really worried, very panicked, very wide-eyed. Pinky reaches out with one of his tiny little tentacles and just like touches Flick on the side of the face. And his little tentacle glows like a golden sort of glow. And Flick suddenly just goes,
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Luna, you notice this little glowing touch by Pinky onto Flick. Flick seems to be talking to himself. What are you doing?
Any ideas, Flick? Pinky? Plinky? Flick? Flick?
Yeah. I've got one idea.
Please share.
I can't do it yet, I've got to do it on my turn.
All right, Luna. That's Flick seems to be preparing something.
As Flick is distracted, I look up at Gedra and I'm like, I think maybe we got off on the wrong fin.
The shark looks down at you. Are you trying to use? Are you trying to ingratiate yourself towards Kadra?
Yes, I will roll a thing.
What are you saying?
We're really just here to make friends and make the ocean a safe place. Please don't eat me. I'm also friendly. Also, I might give you indigestion. But I'm also friendly. And I will roll persuasion, I guess.
Persuasion, yeah.
Eh.
Eh.
I'm not very convincing food, apparently.
Well,
No.
as a matter of fact, as you say that, there is a voice in your head that says, "Why are you truly here?"
We're here to stop the big oily black thing and the kraken with the dropping off pieces and the I make a picture of it in my head.
Are you
Luna's-
prepared to die for this?
I'd rather not. Are there options?
You will not like them.
When have I ever? Tell me the truth. Can we stop it and will you help us?
Yes. But are you prepared to die for it?
Sure. I'm already supposed to be dead. Why not?
Jaggsy, you are inside.
Hanging on, clutching his anchor, embedded in the gums of this creature. Indigo in one hand, hearing her words, she's not wrong. Jaggsy's many things, but this is kind of like the best of many bad ideas. However, he does have an idea that's slightly less bad than eat the shark from the inside. Reaching into his pouch, he picks up as much rope as he can get his hands on, which I imagine being the bosun of the ship, I would have a
Sure, 50 foot, yeah.
rope. I'm going to tie it to the anchor and sort of tie the other end to myself and sort of with one arm, I sort of spin Indigo close, grabbing her by the hip and sort of pressing her tightly. All right, hang on. We're gonna get out of here, but this could get rough.
What are you planning?
And I'm gonna wait for it to take a large breath in with the water, and then follow the current out the gills. However, I'm gonna trail the rope out through, and sort of almost knit it out through the gills as we swim past.
Interesting. That's what you're prepared for?
That's what I'm preparing for.
Flick?
If you eat my friends, you're gonna have to eat me too!
Okay.
No, we will.
I'm gonna run, or well, swim straight at the front of the thing, the mouth, dragging Pinky behind me. And as I'm dragging Pinky, I'm gonna
free.
Sort of.
Yes, sorry, you're.
I'm gonna like, I've got tiny little claws, so I'm gonna like grab on to the front of like the mouth and just sort of slap Pinky onto the side while casting Dragon's Breath on Pinky, and then with the hand that's directly on the
nose of the shark. Yeah.
Nose, I'm going to cast Scorching Ray directly through my hand into the flesh of the shark.
Wow. Okay, Dragon's Breath is a bonus action? A free action? Okay.
Yep.
All right. Roll your damage, because it's not avoiding any of it. It's not dodging any of it. So do your damage for the Dragon's Breath first.
Well, technically, Dragon's Breath would happen on Pinky's turn.
Yeah, it'll happen now. It's all
okay,
6 of 1 half to the other. Yeah. What type of energy is it, by the way?
What type of energy? What you mean? What? I can choose, can't I? So,
Dragon.
lightning.
All right.
Not bad.
Short,
Yes.
sharp shock.
Yep. Oh wait, no. Well, the creature's got to make a dexterity saving throw.
It fails. You're touching
Oh.
it. It's not going anywhere. You, however, might need to make a dexterity saving throw, because you're completing the
Right.
circuit with your other hand.
You're in water. Like,
Okay. So, I guess I'll roll the damage for Dragon's Breath.
Right. All right, 7 damage.
And then I should roll a dex save?
Yes. You take 7 damage.
This is happening as I'm like casting Scorching Ray. So it's and it doesn't avoid Scorching Ray, you said?
No, because you're point blank range. You can't miss.
Okay.
Can you change the type, or is it still just Scorching Ray? So Scorching Ray sets things on fire, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is fire, and I can't change it.
Yeah, it's going to be. It's the electrical shock perhaps was causing the bolts as they bursting out of your hand. They start to immediately break up and fizzle in the water. There's very little effect of them slamming against the shark, but the electrical display was quite impressive. As you did 7 damage to the shark.
And I'm still kind of holding on to it, I suppose.
Yes. Pinky explodes because you were holding Pinky. And
I'm sure Pinky knew that.
just drifting
Oh,
down.
goodbye! Ow!
We're making good speeds.
Pinky abuse. Stop Pinky abuse.
Floats away like calamari.
Blick is trying to help!
I know you're doing a great job, and I love you.
Salt, the wind is now starting to push forward, and
I had a crazy idea before the ship starts moving too far.
right.
Perchance, Amongst all of the carvings and tacky decorations and everything that was in my room and in the ready room, would the perchance... Not the ones you made, the ones that was there when you got the ship back.
Yes.
Would there perchance be a piece that of carved wood that looks like a kraken?
Roll a d20.
Or like
If you roll between 5 and 10, there is.
Oof. That's 17.
No, it's cherubs and horrid things.
All right. No person in the crew that would have like a kraken pendant or anything like that.
You shout that out.
Yeah. Anyone got a kraken? Like a pendant, anything small, jewelry.
I have one, Captain.
Give it
a
here.
Lad walking forward.
Give it to me. Give it to me.
Yes, Captain. He takes a dagger out, and the top of it is this octopi wrapped around the. My mum gave it to me when I said I was going to become a sailing hero.
Oh my God, guy, you're making this difficult for me. I snatch it and go, you get it back, and I take the magic sword, and I take the dagger and I sort of lash them together.
Okay.
With a piece of rope or something, and then I take and I, with all my might, and I hurl it into the vortex, hoping that it will sail down and get to where my friends are. Some kind of message. There's a heckin' kraken coming.
You want me to go fetch it,
get
Captain?
the message. Someone's throwing
Says the lad as he watches his heirloom be thrown into the water. I just want to make sure you strapped it to. You strapped
the magical
kraken
sword that Flick gave to me.
No,
Right.
not
Which
the
one
stabbing.
was that?
The knife, the flying stabbing knife.
No,
That's
not
why I
that
was
one.
Make sure.
Oh.
Which one was it that you
I think Indigo's got the knife. I think Indigo's got the findy knife thing.
Okay, so it's
I've got the
sword.
knife found at the mansion, but the magical sword that Flick
Yes.
gave me.
Yep.
I'm strapping the knife to that one, and
Okay.
I'm throwing it into the ocean, hoping that it will go into this water vortex thing.
Right. Roll a d20 for me. All right.
Can I inspiration that? I don't know if that's bad or good.
No,
at this
it's
point.
absolutely fine. You didn't want very high, so
All
it's
right.
absolutely fine. You throw that into the vortex. The ship starts to move forward, till the mop-eyed map maker is on the ballista. He's busy cranking around. He's rotating from the white torpedo things, which are much closer now, to the black giant tentacle thing, which is still about a mile away or so. It's difficult to tell. And then he rotates back around again. Just say the word, Captain, and I'll rip him a new one.
Ignore the kraken. You're not going to be able to dent it with that thing.
Oh. Okay, and he rolls back.
All you do is piss it off. And are the white torpedo things changing course after us?
Yeah.
Right.
Shall I fire, Captain? I've got a targeting solution. I've got them locked in my sights.
What are you talking about? What are you saying? I don't understand you. Just wait. We don't know if they're hostile yet.
Everybody on
as
the
I want
ship
to
looks
prove it.
over at the white torpedo-like things in the water and looks back at their captain. Okay.
I'm gripping the railing with a death grip, just staring at them, trying to figure out what this is.
Got you.
It's coming at us.
Got you. Give me a perception check if you please.
Ooh, I can do that. Ooh, I can do that. I can do a perception check.
Oh, yes, you can.
Oh, I can!
Oh.
Captain on the bridge!
Natural
Let me tell you.
I'm very excited.
Lovely. You realize these are a little bit bigger than torpedo-like. These are not dolphins. These look more like humpback whale in size, like 60, 70, 80 foot long. And it's not 15 of them, it's more like 5 of them that have got multiple points which are just breaking the surface, creating those wake trails. Very large and very white. You have heard rumours that the merfolk ships are that coloured.
Oh, Mum to the rescue.
Just hold your fire for now.
Just say the word.
I will. Just don't fire no matter what I say. Just fire if I say fire, but not now, all right?
What was the word again, Captain?
What?
What was the word again?
Don't test me.
Damn.
Oh.
The shark opens its mouth wide. Flick, you ride up. Give me a strength check, please. Unless you want to let go.
3-foot kobold. I mean, I've got.
Natural 20!
It does amazing things.
You may be a little kobold, but those claws dig in deep. As this mouth just opens up, you're lifted 30 foot straight up through the water at a significant velocity, but you hold on. You hold on. It's at exactly this point, Lahuna, as you are listening to this voice, that the mouth just starts to move directly towards you. Jaggsy, you play out the rope and spin outwards. I need you and Indigo to give me a combined dexterity saving throw where your total dexterity together is greater than 25.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
Oh.
Roll well.
That's a 9 from Jaggerjaw and an 18 from Indigo. Jags, you would have slammed and ripped against the fins inside the gill, but Indigo, you throw your weight to the left, you throw your weight to the right, and you barrel roll out of the gills, back out into the fresh, dark ocean, out of the maw of this massive, massive creature. Let me just move the map over a little bit. I'm just going to do that. So you guys have popped out on the other side of this magnificent monster. And yes, Jaggsy.
If it's going to bite Lahuna, and because we're still tethered to that rope that's sort of sewn through the gills, is there any way that our weight can sort of list it to the side, maybe give it disadvantage on the attack?
Your combined weight is about maybe 300 pounds. This shark
I eat a
weighs
sandwich.
about 400 tons. Yeah.
I've been
Lahuna,
preparing
you
my
had a
whole life
question?
for this moment.
Lahuna, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I'm still in telepathic contact with this.
Yes.
With Gedra. Okay. So I say to
Mouth
him,
is open, drifting towards you.
if I die, is that enough? Will the others be okay?
Yes.
Then tell me what I have to do.
The mouth gets wider, it gets closer, and then suddenly the whole thing just explodes and the shark shrinks all the way down. Oops. All the way down into a little grey shark that's floating near you, Lahuna.
Lahuna says, oh, tiny shark baby.
Its head then explodes
Oh
as
no!
a giant anchor and rope are left trailing out of it.
No!
Whoops.
Tiny shark baby.
Ugh.
Oops.
What's happened?
No, you're so stinky.
There's just little bits floating gently down to the bottom of the pit of gold.
I like to think that the end of the shark is resting with the end of Pinky.
There we go. There we go. There we go. Jaggsy's eating bits of this little creature. There is a voice that now calls to you, look up, Lahuna. And as you look up, over quite a distance, there is a rather small little figure standing on a rocky precipice overlooking you. It starts to drift down towards you.
I swim up towards it.
All right.
I'm waving.
Indigo, what are you doing?
She looks at Jaggerjaw and says, "You're really going to eat that?"
I said I would.
Oh, true. And then she lets go of him wriggles free and starts swimming upwards towards Lehuna.
All right, you start swimming towards Lehuna.
And the last thing she does is call out to her, "What just happened? And is there a sword coming down?"
I'm getting to that. Don't worry.
The last one, only if there actually is a sword coming down.
It's about to happen. Lehuna, I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh no, I'm going to be skewered.
Oh no!
This is why we don't throw knives, children.
Why do no weapons in this world have sheaths?
Oh,
Good
wow! Another natural
nice.
20! How many are we
I
gonna
did
have?
it. I'm in my element now.
You are indeed
Swish.
in your element. You swish to the side as the silver sword thing zips past you, having been kicked out of the churn. I need Flick. Give me a dexterity saving throw, please. You just narrowly bullet time it as this blade slides past you. You get to see it's definitely the sword that you gave to Salt, and then there's something else tied to it that looks like a giant octopus around a handle. You're going to try and grab it?
Mm-hmm.
Give me a dexterity. Yeah, give me an acrobatics check. Or sleight of hand. Either of the two.
Oh, well. Oh, no.
You clutch
Nice.
onto it, and it drags you for a little bit. You hold onto it, and then yes, you have this blade.
Oh!
What's the thing on it? Can I see? It's
the
the
sword.
Kraken
Yeah,
dagger?
it's the Kraken dagger, which you know was a lad's, and it was given to him by his mother when she heard that he was joining the crew.
Oh!
Why it would be tied to Salt's sword, you don't really know.
Come on, you're the smartest one in the group. You can do it.
Dagger. They gave this to Captain Salt, and this is a lad's. They must have thrown it into the vortex because no, I don't know.
Jagged Jaw, what are you doing?
Yeah, I'll follow Indigo's suit and swim up behind. Do I see the blade myself?
You do see Flick holding onto this long sword, looking very ponderously at it, trying to figure out just what on earth it is.
I'm going to, if that's all right with you, make an intelligence check to see if I can figure out the cryptic message.
Sure, give me a check. Let's see what you get. Yep, it's definitely curious that they tied the two things together and then chucked them overboard. It's a
Have
nice
they
sword.
been married?
Yeah, maybe they've tied the knot. That's what they've done. They've tied the knot. They got married. Why did they get
No one
married?
expected this
We should
from
go up and
someone.
congratulate them.
That's what's happening there.
Wait,
Yeah, no,
Jaggsy.
Yeah.
Jaggsy, I
Yeah,
think I
what?
figured it out. I think they tried to create like a whirl of sword by throwing it in the vortex so it would spin really fast and then it would hit the... No.
No.
Well, what if, because I'm not up there, the crew, inept as it might be, tied themselves together, and the captain ended up also getting tied up, and then in the struggle to untie themselves, they dropped their swords, which were still tied up.
This makes no sense, Jaggsy. I'm sorry.
Freaking smartest person in this crew.
This is what you recruited, Captain Salt. I blame you.
And the captain would never do anything that would endanger us. I think Esin is trying to tell us something.
Yeah, they threw it in because...
Well, what do you think, Indigo?
Either something happened to a lad, or there's danger coming. The blades, the unsheathed blades, stand for danger.
Alad is dead!
They're different.
Dead! This is his funeral! He's dead! Ah!
Flick, calm down, mate. Look, we've been here for like 5 minutes. What do you reckon could have happened in 5 minutes?
Deagle!
This is exactly what I am asking. What could have happened to make them send this down there? And I'm pointing at the frog thing. That's coming down to meet Lahuna.
Well, Lahuna is swimming over towards this creature. Lahuna, as you're getting closer and closer to it, you see that it is this strange old fish-like thing. It's got this broad mouth, large eyes, lots of almost tendrils hanging around like a wise moustache type of thing. And it looks at you with these deep, soulful eyes. You
Hi.
claim you are here because you want to destroy the Kraken, my precious little Kraken.
Your Kraken? The undead one, the slimy one with the bits falling off.
No, mine was alive.
Well, I don't know what to say. The one I saw was very dead, covered in shipful, and ridden by a man who was also dead. There's a lot of moving dead going on. Was not a positive experience, was not a fragrant experience.
There are many things in this ocean which I cannot abide, but that one I hate the most. Come with me, child. I shall show you how you will die.
Okay. I'm Lahuna. It's nice to meet you.
I know who you are, she says as she drifts off in this direction. Do you follow?
Yeah.
All right.
It's fine. I know I'm on borrowed time.
No, you're on borrowed time. She leads you into this very low cave system as you are drifting through. The rest are busy debating what the hell this means. A lad's funeral, the end of days, the beginning of time. Who knows what's going on? However, Salt above the water.
Kraken!
Captain, I think we should brace. Those things are going to hit us. He says, you do notice those white crests are now no more than 100 feet away from the side of the ship and continuing to accelerate.
Can I tell now whether or not those are
Definitely
merfolk
ships. Definitely merfolk ships. You can see that they have these long spines sticking out on either side that are busy beating almost like oars, but almost like fins as well. This long organic shape, and then this massive tail paddle at the back, which is just propelling it forward as it whooshes up and down, creating this very sinuous, almost organic-like ship, but made almost entirely out of the hard mother of pearl. You can see several harpoons bristling around the sides of her, ready to fire.
Are those aiming at us?
Yes.
Yes.
What do we do, Captain? Is the word given?
No.
All right. Should I go get my dagger back now, Captain?
No. We'll get it back when the others come back with it. We wait.
Just to be sure, you said wait, we stop, as in sails up?
We'll continue moving out of the way of the Kraken.
Everybody looks over at the dark waves. Everybody looks back.
But we're not firing on anyone.
You sure? I mean, yes, Captain.
Good.
The first of the white ships suddenly breaches the surface, and it's like looking at a solidified rainbow as the mother of pearl on the shell armor of this ship just glistens in the sun. And the top opens up, and this very regal, resplendent looking merfolk steps forward. He's got this very almost Corinthian-like helmet on in this beautiful aqua blue crest, and he shouts, "Ahoy, human vessel! You will come to and prepare to be boarded.
Why?
In the name of His Majesty, the King of the Undersea."
Last time I looked, we're above the sea. What does the king want with my ship? We're kind of in the middle of something here.
Yes. Are you the second chance?
Yes.
You are Captain Salt.
Yes.
You have Luhuna Pescarian aboard your vessel.
More or less.
Then you will heave to.
Fine. You're invited.
The ship starts to angle its way towards the side of the ship, towards the second chance. And you can see them aiming the harpoons as they move closer towards the ship at the crew. A lad steps up next to you. Captain?
What?
I think I should point out I don't have a weapon anymore because you threw it over the side of the ship. I'm not angry, I'm just saying.
Hand him one of my boarding axes.
Oh, this is very nice. Oh, thank you, Captain.
You can keep it. Now everybody stay calm. We need to buy them time.
You look back and all of the crew are standing there grizzled and armed to the teeth, weapons ready.
If they attack us, we'll defend ourselves. I'm not going to let any one of you die. I was on my way back to Saltmarsh to get you. You know that, right? Before you showed up. I was coming back for you.
Don't you worry, Captain. We are here with you. I have already brewed special war coffee, which will motivate everyone to great heights.
Oh, I love your war coffee. Thank you. Can I have some of that? I could really use that right now.
He starts handing flasks of war coffee around. It's actually a tonic which everybody gets in the crew. And you almost feel the hair growing out of your chest.
Very good.
Everyone now starts to vibrate ever so slightly as this tonic is passed amongst the crew. Ready, perhaps not necessarily the most of diplomatic drinks ever, but definitely one nonetheless. Out in the deep, dark blue ocean, Jaggsy, Flick, and Indigo, you are left pondering the blade. You have watched Luhuna slip away. Doesn't seem like she's, being compelled or forced, but you have seen her slip away into a cave. Yes, Flick?
Pinky's not there anymore. Can I roll an intelligence check? to see if I actually work it out.
Yeah, you can roll an intelligence check. Go for it.
Not bad.
With the suggestion from Indigo that the blades represent danger, there is a certain question as to why send down more than one blade, and why tie the first blade to the second. Well, it must mean that the second blade has got something of value to it. The only thing that's remarkable about it is it has a smaller blade, which is the same as the sword, except the hilt is different. So perhaps the hilt itself is something of value. The hilt is shaped like an octopus. Well, octopus are not very dangerous. Octopi are not particularly dangerous, except for very big ones, such as, say, the crackleage. If the crackleage was approaching, then a sword indicating danger and an octopus might indicate that. So says the voice
I've
inside
got it.
Flick's head.
I think the sword is danger, and the dagger represents the danger is the Kraken. The Kraken's coming.
Yay! I'm so proud.
All right. Nobody panic. Indigo, I'm panicking.
We should get Lahuna.
Yes, but all right, you get Lahuna. I'll try and figure out how to get up through this vortex back to the ship. I'm gonna use my echolocate.
Yes.
And try and ascertain like any kind of small fishes or sea life in order to try and figure out if there's a way around or to circumnavigate the vortex. Because when we entered, it sort of sucked us straight down here. So I imagine that there has to be another way to get up, and that's what I'm going to be looking for.
As you are casting your eye around this very large pit, you are looking around. You suddenly realize that there is lots of sea life down here. There's boxing shrimp, there's a pod of whales, there are all kinds of things. But they all seem to be frantically beating a hightail out of the right-hand side of the pit. There are octopi busy crawling along the sides of the chasm's mouth leading upwards. Shoals of fish are darting along, and you notice that they're doing it quite close to the edge of the cavern itself, as far away from the center of the vortex as possible. But everything seems to be migrating upwards and outwards in a rather panicked fashion.
Okay. Cool. I will make my way over to there and see if basically secure that for when Indigo returns with hopefully everyone, and then guide them up following where they went, or following where the little sea creatures go.
All right. Lahuna, you have... I'm just going to float across here. You have arrived with this strange little creature into this rather large chamber, and painted across the walls is various imagery of the Kraken in various forms. Sometimes it's ripping ships open, sometimes it's devouring entire islands, sometimes it's just floating around, sometimes it's battling giant sharks. There's a myriad of activities that this beast apparently engages in, but it's all very much alive. And as you get to the edge of this chasm, eventually the figure stops and she looks at you and she says, "My creature died about 100 years ago. It was sad."
That's so sad. I'm so sorry for your loss, Mr. Fishstash.
Many call me Gadra.
Gadra! Of course!
Yeah.
That makes sense. Pleasure to meet you, Gadra.
I was trying out the new creature, that fish that you slaughtered so mercilessly.
To be fair, that was just a big misunderstanding. I don't know what happened, but sometimes my friend Jaggsy, he gets the wrong end of the fin. I don't know.
To be fair, it was trying to kill you all.
Kind of, yeah, but sometimes that doesn't mean you can't be friends.
Right. Sure, we can do that. Sure. Now you're here to stop the Kraken, you say?
Yes, but it's very important that my friends don't get hurt.
Whatever. So, there is something you must know. It is not controlled by its own volition. It is a raised creature by the Black Tide.
Okay, I've heard of that.
Yes.
I don't know what it is exactly.
It is the Black Tide.
Is it like...
3 things you must know about the Black Tide. 1, it is black. 2, it is a tide.
But it's not a rock band.
What? No.
No. Okay. It would be a good name for a rock band.
The 3rd thing that you must know about the Black Tide.
That's 3. I'm keeping me track. Yeah.
Only last for 120 days.
Okay.
At the end of which its power is dispersed across the oceans, where it will lie dormant for a century or more, before reforming into the Black Tide.
Which is a tide that is black.
Oh yes, you know it then.
I've been paying attention.
Yes.
Yeah. But not a rock band. No. No, no.
No, there's no ropes tied around rocks at all. Now, this has taken control of my Cracky, and I want it back. And so I will help you to defeat the creature that has raised them.
Yes, please.
This is that human spawn who died here a century ago.
The one with the reins. On the top of the crack with the uniform.
The rider, yes,
Nice
indeed.
Biffy.
Yes.
A little bit on the grimy side now.
Yes, he must be destroyed. Then his control over Cracky will disappear and he will return to me.
Okay, that sounds great. I like this plan. How?
You have the artifact of Kentra Aha, do you not?
The aha stick. Yeah, we have the aha stick.
You are missing but one piece.
Yeah, that's right. That's why we're here.
The little fish creature drifts down into the detritus of the cave and sort of rummages around a little bit and then pulls out this very perfect black sphere. Place this into the pieces that you have, and it will unite the Kentra Aha and give you the ability to slay the foul beast that has taken control of Cracky.
Okay. Okay.
But you must know one thing. Indigo, you are inside the cave, busy swimming along slowly, trying to find Lahuna. Would you please give me a perception check?
I will do. Perception, come here. I'm very much concentrating on finding Lahuna and not looking left, right, up, or down.
Yes, and you have found yourself in a rather dark area where it doesn't seem as if Lahuna is anywhere near you at all. Salt.
Yes.
The ship is now fully engaged with the second chance, and this merfolk captain comes aboard. You can see he has a similar amulet to the one that Lahuna has, allowing him to have legs rather than fins. Where is Lahuna Pascarian, Captain? You will forgive the curtness of our address, but... And he looks over at the massive black storm with the Kraken rolling closer and closer, now about half a mile distant. It is imperative that we see her.
Why exactly?
Well, to be perfectly frank with you, Captain, if it is Lahuna Pascarian, she is under arrest. If it is not, she will be executed for impersonating the daughter of an ambassador.
Why exactly are you looking to arrest her?
Lahuna Pascarian faked her own death to avoid responsibilities on behalf of her family. This is a grave offense within the merfolk traditional areas.
Oops. Ain't an offense on my ship.
Yes.
And this is still my ship.
Captain. He leans in close. Is there somewhere we might talk in private? Very quickly.
There is, but that thing's getting closer and we don't have all day.
Yes, but there's something far more terrifying, Captain, that is approaching this ship with great speed.
More terrifying than that thing?
Yes, Captain. Perhaps if we were to have a private conference in your... He looks at the back ship.
Fine. The meeting room, if you will.
He stalks along behind you. What should we do, Captain? Says Mop.
Well, keep an eye on the Kraken and let me know if anything changes, will you?
Everybody turns from looking at the merfolk ships to looking at the Kraken.
And keep an eye out for if they, you know, if they come back. Oh, God.
Oh no.
A lad looks at you. You mean if Flick?
Yes.
and Indigo,
yes, those people.
and
Stop
Jaggerjaw, and Lahuna.
Lad,
Yes,
I need you to be quiet right now.
I'm being
No.
quiet now, Captain.
Yes, if you're not quiet, I'll knock your fucking teeth out. Sorry, that was a bad word.
Right, you are. I'm just going to go be quiet in the corner, Captain, he says, a little tear in the corner of his eye.
Oh,
It was extra salty today.
The
Yes.
merfolk captain looks at you.
I'm gonna just lead him hurriedly into the
All right.
ready room and slam the door. Going right. What?
There is a potential diplomatic moment that is about to occur here, Captain, and it is imperative that you decide which course of action you're going to take.
Uh-huh.
Lahuna Pescarian was last reported dead by her mother, the ambassador of the merfolk to most of the surface nations.
Mm-hmm.
You understand that when reports arrived at the court that Lahuna Pescarian had been seen in the court of the Lizard Queen, naturally things were a little bit unsettled.
Mm-hmm. Sounds like a family business to me.
Yes. Do you know much about the Pescarians?
I'm sure you're about to tell me what I need to know.
There isn't enough time, Captain. Needless to say that if Lahuna is here, it is imperative that we get her back to the capital.
Why?
Did I mention that her mother is a very powerful ambassador and is currently claiming that the lizard folk have sent this malicious rumor about her daughter being suddenly alive as an attempt to destabilize a very important treaty which is about to be concluded?
No, I did not know that.
Ah.
Then frankly, I don't care because I have bigger fish to fry right now, if you pardon the expression. The Kraken, man! The Kraken! The great big bloody undead Kraken coming this way!
Yes, we are aware of that.
Thank you.
Am I to take it that I must return to my ship and inform my superiors that Lahuna Pescarian does not exist?
How about this? How about you help us with the Kraken? Because before that thing is taken care of, we're not moving, and Luna isn't going anywhere. So how
she
about
is
you
here.
fix that, and after that, we can talk.
I accept your terms, Captain. He nods, turns, opens the door, and walks across to the edge of the ship and dives into the water.
I didn't expect that to go so well.
Do we shoot them now, Captain?
No, we're not going to shoot them.
Jaggsy, Indigo, Flick, you are... Well, sorry, not Indigo. Jaggsy and Flick, you are sort of floating near the side. You said you were near the side of the rock face.
Yeah. Flick is just going to be trying to, like, crawl up on the very edge, trying to come up. And while he's crawling, he might try and, like, grab for any octopus that looks vaguely like Pinky. But that's just a weird, side mission. For the most part, he's just trying to climb, swim, up and out.
Okay. Give me a random... give me a sleight of hand check as you grab a passing by octopi.
Oh god. Oh no, that didn't work. Oh, thank god. Okay. That's not much better.
That's not much better, no.
Yeah.
Alright, you grab a random octopi. It looks at you. Jaggsy, what are you doing? There's an octopi that's apparently starting to wrap itself around Flick. Flick, you didn't... As you grab the tentacle and pulled towards you, because it was a vague pinkish colour, you thought that it was a great little octopi. It's about 9.5 foot long, Jaggsy. This octopi is about to start wrapping around Flick. What are you doing?
So Jaggsy's just sort of floating around. He's sort of waiting calmly for Indy to return with Lahuna. he watches Flick as he climbs up, and then suddenly he's wrapped around by an octopus, and all he could think to himself was of course, of bloody course. Looking out further ahead, is there like an undertow or something that Flick is precariously heading towards, like where all the?
No, you guys are floating up the side of the cliff, avoiding the vortex.
Okay. I mean, this is clearly an aggressive little octopus, isn't it?
Well, you saw Flick grab it first.
That's true. It's kind of true.
I'd like to imagine that Flick has some experience handling octopus.
Yes, you do. Yes.
So it's just like not paying it much attention. He's not being like particularly aggressive, just being friendly, like ha ha ha, ha, and continue to climb as the octopus like
Sort of
wraps around him.
Yeah.
Oh, come in with me. Come on, off we go.
Jaggsy sort of at this point will just sort of float around. He just has no idea how to deal with that. He'll reach into his pouch and pull out a small bag, open it up, and start pulling out some trail mix of like fish soaked in brine and alcohol.
Indigo, you are floating around in darkness. You need to give me a survival check, please, to figure your way out. You're so close. So close.
Can I actually still have this the little star that says I have inspiration.
Yes, you can make you can use inspiration. Absolutely.
I'd like to roll again, please. Oh, it's amazing.
You rolled.
Well done,
consistent.
Indigo. Well done.
Consistently, yes, you're doing that. Lahuna, back down to you and the true Gadra, the ancient.
The figure that controls Cracky must be destroyed with the Kenta Aha.
So how do I use the aha stick to kill Mr. Slimy?
Thrust the head of the staff that it creates through its chest.
Through the chest.
Yes.
Are we going for a lung? Are we going for a heart?
Just below the sternum, actually, it's easier. Or between the 5th and 4th ribs, if you specifically want to. It doesn't really matter. Just get it through and in. You don't look particularly strong, but yes.
Smash it in.
Yes.
Okay.
It
Stab
will
Mr.
wrought
Squishy
destruction upon it.
with the aha stick.
Yes.
But I'm gonna die. That's what you said.
Wraps its little fish fingers together.
It's unlikely that the figure that you are trying to assassinate is not going to be on top of Cracky. What are the chances of you successfully getting onto a giant undead kraken and stabbing a giant undead lich through the heart with a spear that it knows can kill it?
Those days, I guess. So what does Cracky like? Tell me about Cracky.
Whales, mainly.
Whales. I
Likes
can see
whales.
that.
Yes.
They're really nice.
Of course.
Does he have does he have like a favorite spot he likes to be scratched? Does he have a favorite name he likes to be called? Or a favorite song?
It narrows its fish eyes, which is really difficult for a creature that doesn't have eyelids. So it sort of just squints its skull at you, and perhaps completely misinterprets everything that you're going with.
Once you destroy the controller, it will dissipate the black tide.
Sure, but I'm just thinking, it's going to be easier to kill Mr. Sticky if I've made friends with Cracky, right?
If it was alive, yes, absolutely. But as an undead, it's more of a puppet of the controller than anything else.
That's sad. You don't think there's anything of him left in there?
I would like to, but no, I don't think so. Not that I mind much. There are the eggs that... you go back, destroy the creature. All will be set right again.
He had eggs? He had babies?
It's a living creature. They reproduce is what it does. That's what we do here at the Pit of Gold Go. We
raise krakens. It's pretty legendary kind of a
It's
thing.
like a little cot for babies. That's so nice. Okay, so I will take this. I take the sphere off him.
Right.
I sniff it.
Smells vaguely fishy in the water.
So much does.
Could just be you.
Yeah, well, I mean, me too. It's fine. I know what I am. I put the little sphere into a pocket in my belt.
Right.
I don't have the aha stick, but Indigo does.
Correct.
And I say, thank you so much, Gedra. I will try and free Cracky for you. I will do my best. Any final tips?
Just the one on the end of the spear.
Oh God, she's infecting people.
on his dorsal fin with jollity. And
Just restore the cycle of the oceans.
let's do that.
You start swimming away. As you are swimming away, Lahuna, you give me a perception check, please. And you can give me another perception check as well, Indigo.
Yes, another chance to fail.
Huzzah!
No, Indigo, you see a Lahuna happily swimming along as if nothing was wrong.
Swimming song. This is my swimming song. La 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 la, swimming, swimming, la 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 la. I'm swimming, swimming song.
Are you following her?
They
You
hear
should
me.
quietly put her out of her misery in the dark.
I am. Indigo is debating with herself if she really wants to be involved in this for much longer. But then she decides that there are things to be done, and obviously these buffoons are not going to do them, or at least not well. So she swims down and puts her hands on the shoulders of the mermaid.
What?
And then says, "The hunger of the deep under the control of the dark tide is coming."
I know, and I have a thing, and it's for the aha stick, and it's a sticky thing, and then we stab Mr. Squelchy, and then Cracky is fine.
I did not understand what you were saying just now.
That's okay. Do you have the aha stick?
The what?
The aha stick. The
You mean the Kantra Aha,
yeah.
the priceless artifact?
Just the
Yes, I do.
Yeah, the stick of. But I got this. It smells like fish.
Lahuna, everything does down here.
That's true.
Do you have any more information about this
Yes.
artifact than that it smells of fish?
Yes. This goes in the aha stick. Can I? I hold my hand out for the Kantra aha.
All right. The Kentra Aha, the two butterfly wings, the scapulars of the creatures. At the
Very
ball
obvious.
joint, where they combine together, there is a socket just for that black sphere.
Maybe we should do this bloop, in a safe place.
There is a brilliant flash of light. Flick, you're covered in ink as the octopi squids itself and disappears up into the water from this brilliant flash. Jaggsy, there's this burst of purple, and then after this brilliant flash of light from just down below you
I made a thing.
is what you hear from down below the water.
You guys all right?
I made
You
a
can
thing.
see each other
I'm
just
not
below.
quite sure.
The Kentra Aha has now changed, and instead of being butterfly wings, the scapulars have come together to form this very long tipped spearhead that has this black cap of it's almost pure black metal, and the whole thing looks as if it will sit quite neatly onto a standard length spear shaft, but of course there is no shaft with that at the moment.
If I see that,
You do see
it's
it.
very clear that it's a
Yeah.
spearhead, right?
Oh yeah.
Cool. I'll pull out my spear.
You snap
You might
off the
need
head.
this. Yep.
Thank you, you glorious shark friend. I put the shaft on the handle.
Fits perfectly, like a glove.
What happened to you, Flick?
I tried to find a friend for
You got a
Pinky.
bit of sucker burn on your face.
Yeah, it stings.
I hope you had fun.
Yeah, loads of fun. It was great.
Shall we have fun and deal with the very important artifact at some
Right.
other place where Captain Sword probably waits for us?
Yes, now we just have to find the Kraken.
It is coming! I told you! It will find us!
Okay.
All right, quickly this way.
You all start swimming up the side of the cavern towards the surface as fast as you possibly can. Salt on board ship. Rain is now starting to splash down as the storm has approached even closer.
Typical.
Perhaps we should think about moving, Captain, says Morley from the wheel. You can see he's standing there. It looks like he's trying to hold it in place, but a lad's just resting one arm on the wheel to try and prevent it from moving. The water is now starting to toss the ship around quite badly. Even the merfolk ships, you can see they're riding up and down in the water as best they can. The captain never went below. Well, he disappeared below briefly, and now he's back up in the portal that provides access into the actual ship. He's riding it quite calmly, given the fact, but then again, he can't drown. So calmness is not bad. Yes. What are you doing?
I go to the railing and I want to yell down to the other captain. I go, don't just go at it, all right? We have a plan. You'll know when the fighting starts. Just do what we do. And I walk away.
He cannot hide his incredulity at the fact that you have a plan for killing a giant kraken in a little wooden ship.
I'm hoping that Luna has a plan. that's my
Someone has a plan.
Waiting for my kids to have a plan.
The four of you breach the stormy surface, but as you're getting there, Lahuna, you see very clearly 5 very large ships, very, very Merfolkian ships, 5 warships, as a matter of fact.
Oh, crap. I'm so gonna be grounded.
You're already grounded.
Are you a miner?
I've never been in a mine before, but I'm willing to try it.
Was that a joke?
I don't know.
What's
This
a
is a
mine?
weird situation.
Sorry?
You do not know if you made a joke. I don't know if you made a joke. If now the people who make the jokes don't know if they're making jokes, I'm lost.
See? Take her. She's hysterical.
I'm not hysterical. Everyone else is.
I'll sort of start patting Indigo's head, trying to calm her.
Still
Just
trying
pulling
to
her back
make the
down.
surface of the water. From below, you can also see that the storm... well, you can't see the storm yet, but you can see that the ocean is starting to turn this very dark black to the starboard of the ship.
This is not my favorite color of ocean. Guys, why don't you go that way? Because then merfolk ships, and merfolk are really nice and they will like you, and I'm just gonna hang out here for like a minute and then I'll come join you.
Lahuna,
Yeah.
you're gonna try and stab something. Wouldn't it be a better idea to fire that spear from a ballista?
Well, there's only one. And I feel like if we miss, then that's it.
Well, we could always go find it. Or you could tie me to it.
I think that you guys really need to go talk to the merfolk because they're super nice and they make really good stew.
Wait, why is that important now?
Okay,
Do
let's go.
we need stew to slay the hunger of the deep? Does the hunger of the deep like stew? Why are you talking about food right now?
I take one more look at the merfolk ships and I shake my head and I'm like, I'd rather deal with the Kraken, and I swim off towards the Kraken.
Oh no!
No, you don't.
As she does that, I want to pretend I'm diving towards the merfolk ships and cast invisibility on myself and swim after her.
All right, Jaggsy, what are you doing as Lahuna breaks off towards the Kraken?
Jaggsy will swim towards the Kraken.
Indigo?
Indigo looks at Jaggsy going after Lahuna, and she swims up towards the ships.
All right, you're swimming up towards the surface. Flick, you're invisible, swimming as fast as you can up to Lahuna. Lahuna, you're busy kicking in, swimming as fast as you
Who's
can.
faster?
Jaggsy is swimming after Lahuna. Captain Salt, someone shouts on the deck. I'll tell you now who exactly it is. It's not them. It's not them. No one on deck shouts anything other than, "It's quite a nice day," says one of as the ship's rocking around with wind washing and bashing all over everything.
Well, to be fair, after sort of walking away from any further questions from the captain, Victor's probably going to once again start pacing nervously and trying to see if the others are coming back to the surface.
All right. You do notice one of the ships has broken away from the five. Jaggsy, Lahuna, and Flick, you see one of these very large, it looks like a sea dragon. You know, those long, almost seahorse looking, but they've got lots of spines sticking out of them, and the spines are all busy waving. They're sort of almost oscillating, as is this long tail pushing the ship forward. And it breaks away from the other four and starts to power after the three of you, going and picking up at pace. Yes, in terms of speed, Lahuna is way out in front, Jaggsy next, and then Flick, your tail is busy pushing as hard as it possibly can. But
I'm faster than Jaggsy. Just
are you faster than Jaggsy? Sorry, I got confused.
I'm going to use Long Strider, and then I'm going to be the same speed as Flick.
All right, but you don't know that because Flick's invisible. So yes, you're busy going, and next minute Jaggsy pulls up next to you. Lahuna's still out in front, but then this massive ship is just powering itself faster and faster after the three of you. Indigo, you breach the surface. There's a shout from someone on the deck of the Second Chance. Let's see, Indigo, Captain.
Do they have any rigging overboard or
lines
or
they'll
anything
lower down
so
ropes.
I can climb
They'll
up?
help you up without a problem. Absolutely.
Then Indigo climbs up and basically screams at Salt.
It's
What?
immediately greeted by the biggest bear hug ever.
What?
Oh, God, that's so good to see you. So good to see you.
Luna is swimming towards the Kraken because she's afraid of her people.
What?
Just what? No.
Way splash!
No. She's going towards the Kraken.
Yes.
Why? Is she?
She's afraid of the merfolk. What happened?
No, I figured. It's complicated. Family stuff. Look, why is she? Should we go after her? Does she have a plan?
No, she doesn't. I don't think so. And none of them have a plan, Victor. None. I don't feel like the planning person, but it seems like someone has to do the job, and I don't think I can do it.
No, I know. It's okay. It's okay. We'll do it together, all right? We just need to get them because right now they're very vulnerable.
Yes,
in the water.
and Flick disappeared, and I think Jaggsy is
always disappears. That's not strange.
But Lahuna has a fishtail, and Jaggsy has a fish hat. So who's going to go faster? You know, this doesn't make any sense.
No, I'm with you. Look, turn her around. We're heading towards the big
Kraken
monster thing. Don't question me. I go towards the wheel myself. And
Morley is busy holding onto the wheel as the lad is just slowly turning the ship around. Morley's like, "No, it's suicide. We're gonna die. I'm too pretty to die." Don't plop as he gets completely turned over the wheel.
I gently pick up Morley and just put him to the side. Oh, by the way, did you see a sword come by down there?
Oh, yes. Oh, do I have the sword still? No, I think Flick had it last, right?
Yeah, he was holding on and pondering life.
I think Flick had it.
Right, good. Lad,
So it's
Flick has your
probably-
knife. He'll give it back to you later.
I think he might have fed it to an octopus or something like that.
It's
He
not-
did.
That's a problem for later.
Good.
Have a big-
Lahuna, a harpoon sails in front of you, and then a second one sails across that one's path, not attached to cables. The ship has begun firing at you.
At me?
Yes. Well, give me an intelligence check. An insight check, actually. Give me an insight check.
That is
Insight.
not my forte.
Insight's better. Insight's better. Slightly.
Insight, yes. Wait, is that true?
I don't know.
Intelligence is better, shockingly.
Well, there you go.
Adrenaline is a powerful force.
It is indeed. You realize these are warning shots. If they had wanted to hit you, they would have. These are the biggest battleships in the Merfolk Navy. Their gunners don't miss. Do you stop?
Okay, I stop swimming. I turn around and I wave.
Jaggsy? You see Lahuna ahead of you, a good 30 feet or so. She stopped, turned.
In relation to the pit, the pit of Golgur,
Yeah, it's
where the
pretty much
vortex
below you.
is, whereabouts are we in relation to that?
Probably about 300 feet away.
Okay. Seeing the larger ships opening fire on Lahuna, having no idea where Flick is, I'm going to sort of swim so that Jaggaw's body is kind of placed between the direct line of fire between Lahuna and the battleship. He's then just going to sort of sit there, and what he actually does is he starts this Shakan war dance, angered at the fact that they've started shooting at us. It looks insane, but it is... Oh yeah, go on.
You're doing a Shakan war dance in front of a sea
warship,
dragon class ship.
Yep.
Okay.
They
Mostly
can
this...
see me waving over his shoulder.
For those who actually in random chance that may understand this particular war dance, this isn't a I'm about to invade or I'm about to conquer or anything like that. This is our land, this is our territory, and you are not welcome. Sort of like just sort of standing offish, lots of chest movements, lots of grunting, and then this like sort of wide open roar that kind of goes straight towards the dragon. And yes, the sea dragon, and I do understand that it is quite sizably larger than me. But you know what? Jaggaw's not me. He's not little like I am. Jaggaw is big and he thinks big and he eats big.
Indeed.
And technically speaking, as of right now, he can say I've technically eaten bigger than this creature. So
True.
That's true. That is true. That is true. Flick, what are you doing?
Can I swim up to Lahuna?
Yeah. Jaggsy's going mad with his war dance.
It's very scary.
Flick.
I'm gonna like... No, I don't know. No, okay, so I grab hold of Lahuna's sort of shoulder with my tiny little claws.
Why does this keep happening to me? Shush! It's a fucking Gendra? Did you have an accident?
Flick, it's Flick.
Oh, hi. How are you doing?
Hi. Do you want to go invisible?
No? Yes? Maybe? Are these the options?
Yes.
The hatch of the warship opens.
Do I recognize anyone inside? Can I see anyone inside?
Are you going to go invisible?
I'm gonna wait until Lahuna gives me the word. I'm clinging onto her back in the water.
Okay.
Tell me when.
I'll tell you when.
Okay.
Are you
Okay.
waiting?
Clear option backpack.
I'm waiting.
As you are watching with trepidation, Lahuna, there is this burst of bubbles.
That can happen sometimes when you're nervous.
It can. It's from the hatch itself. And then this figure emerges which causes you to tremble in fear.
No.
Oh no, it's my mum.
Sweetie darling! Sweetie darling! What are you doing to Mummy? Come here and give me a hug!
Quick!
Immediately your mother bursts out of the hatch and starts swimming towards you. Give Mummy a hug! Give Mummy a hug! Give Mummy a hug! Come! Tell the fish man it's a very impressive dance. Yes, very intimidating. Very intimidating. Just give Mummy a hug.
Jaggsy can't deal. He stops dancing. He is just filled with confusion.
Hug Mummy. Come on. What are you doing just floating there? Come on. Don't be a guppy. Come and hug Mummy. Come and hug Mummy.
Do it. Do it, you weirdo.
Now, Flick! For the love of Elise, now!
What are you doing, Flick?
Maybe you should give her a hug.
Don't
Yes, listen to the
make
little
me.
voice, darling. Listen to the little voice. Give Mummy a hug. Come on, give me a hug. Lona.
Mom, you're embarrassing me in front of my friends.
She looks over at the
For crikey's
Shakan.
sake, Lahuna, give the woman a hug. I never knew my mother.
That's awful. That's absolutely awful that you didn't know your mother.
Oh, dear. Don't do this to me. I have asthma. Oh.
If you make me laugh any harder, I'm gonna barf.
Lahuna sort of sheepishly puts back and swims over like this.
That's it. Come on, give me a hug. No, give me a proper hug. Tits in, girl. Come on. Let's do this. As she sort of hugs you completely. You were supposed to be dead, she says.
Yeah,
How are you not dead?
the whole thing.
She pushes you back a little bit. Wait, are you part of this undead thing, sweetie darling? Because that's just such a bad thing.
No, I guess I got better.
You got better
Yeah.
from being dead?
Rumors of my death were greatly exaggerated.
Well, anyway, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, sweetie darling. You're back now. You're absolutely back, and it's absolutely fantastic to have you. Now, say goodbye to your friends. It's time for us all to leave.
No, I've got something to do, Mom. Mom, I
Lahuna,
can't.
let's carry on.
I've got a thing.
Your mother has spoken. We are leaving.
Mom! Mom! But Mom, no, I got to go kill a squidgy man.
She, Don't make me have to fetch your father.
You wouldn't fetch my father.
No, I wouldn't, because it's completely useless. But, sweetie, that's how desperate I am to get you back into the royal court. The marriage could still take place.
Don't be stupid. Do not, Mom. Just, Mom. You're making me look uncool in front of my friends.
There is a giant undead kraken which we need to defeat very, very quickly, all right? And then once we've done that, then you can continue with your marriage. It was arranged before you were even a little merlet, and you are not going to get out of it, Luna, now that you are not dead.
Cracky.
Salt, what are you doing above decks?
What did I see? Did I see this one ship break away from the others towards the general direction of where I believe the others are headed?
Yes, they weren't too deep in the water, so you can indeed see the merfolk ship. It seems to have stopped at a certain point. You can't see what's happening underneath, but it's definitely there.
I am heading towards that. I'm sort of following that ship, and I'm trying to sort of keep to the same place because apparently they've stopped. And I have a feeling I know why they've stopped. So I'm just sort of going to try to position the keel of the second chance as sort of looming above them in a protective way.
Okay, the 4 other warships sail behind you as a large white cloak of frothing water. Jaggsy?
This is just beautiful. I'm just enjoying the show. I'm sharing some awful popcorn with Flick. I don't like the idea that she's got to go back, but the introduction of Lahuna's dad has just got me riveted. This is like days of our underwater lives, you know. Amazing.
Flick, you're just watching as well?
I'm still invisible, right?
Yeah.
Am I still on your back, Lahuna, or did you pry me off?
I'm holding on to you.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
you had arms wrap around you as well for a brief moment as Mum
squished.
hugged
Well,
Luna.
Yeah, I cast invisibility on Lahuna.
Lahuna Pescarian, if you think that this is going to get you out of the trouble that you are in, you are very much mistaken. I have scoured this entire ocean to find you. I will find you somewhere, my daughter, and when I do, we will have words. You're still getting married. There's nothing that you can do about it. I don't know where you are anymore. Oh. Wait a minute.
Jaggajaw.
She looks at
Jaggajaw.
Jaggajaw. You!
Listen, Mrs. Pescarian,
Ambassador Pescarian, thank you very much.
Oh, sorry. Your daughter is what we call. Oh, sorry.
You have some very muscular arms.
Oh, thank you. I lift weights.
It shows, she says, as she slowly drifts over towards you.
Well, Lahuna is an adult of your species, I think, and she is doing important things and is what. Where are you touching me? It's okay. It's just.
Are you one of those Sharkan princes that we hear about? I mean, the relationship between the merfolk and the Sharkan is not brilliant, but perhaps a marriage might be.
Jaggajaw goes like sort of pale, sort of pinky, kind of color. He goes, I just remembered. I have some. It was lovely meeting you. I sort of go to shake her hand and maybe give her a hug, but then shake her hand, and I do this awkward little other type of Sharkan dance before I go. Then I swim off.
Wait. She says as she turns and she swims back towards her large dragon ship, ready to move about again. Lahuna, you are legging it, heading towards the second chance?
I am finning it towards the Kraken.
Back towards the... You wouldn't be able to because the dragon ship came around to the front, sort of blocking off your path. Your mother was in front of you, so you're swimming back. Are you going to arc around?
Yeah. So since I'm invisible, I will go back and then change direction and then
How do you feel about this, Flick?
I'm just clinging onto Lahuna's back.
Try to pull the control. Not to the Kraken, not to the...
No, I'm fully on board.
Oh, you're fully on board. It's like, faster!
Yeah, pretty much.
Go, my mermaid steed!
And that's where we'll end tonight's session as Lahuna makes her way towards the Kraken, ridden by Flick, because who else? And thank you all for watching tonight's Chaos. It is what it is. I had a lot of fun. I hope you guys did as well. big shout out to our wonderful sponsors who probably won't be around next season after that week. And did I just say after next season? That's right, we've got a second season. Yay! So thank you all to those who wrote to Watsy and said give us a second season, and to Watsy for renewing us for a second season. What will be happening in that second season, you might ask? You'll have to tune in next week to find out. So... anyway, for now, big thank you to World Anvil, worldanvil.com, for sponsoring the show, and of course for allowing all of our heroes to be on the heroes section. You can find links to those in the chat, hopefully, as well as on the websites on World Anvil itself. Thank you to Dungeon Fog for creating this amazing map of the Pit of Golgur for us, and many more maps to come, and to Fantasy Grounds for giving us those amazing rolls. We had a whole bunch of 20s, and then we had a whole bunch of 4s, and it was just all over the place. It was super cool, and the combat tracker keeping track of everything.
Drama dice.
Absolutely a lot of fun to be had by all, and for you guys for participating. Stay with us, well, join us I should say, for Below the Decks, which happens on twitch.tv/greatgm in the next 5 minutes or so once the show has finished. And a big shout out of course to Wizards of the Coast and Dungeons and Dragons for creating Ghosts of Saltmarsh and for allowing us to play in their pool. It's been a lot of fun so far. Until next week, however, from me and everybody here, I think I can safely say thanks for watching and happy gaming.